Hey YouTube, it's Mr. Motor Kid. I'm going to do a video today on how I would tune a carburettor for a chainsaw, strimmer, hedge trimmer, leaf blower. If you're wondering what the noise is in the background, it's a program called The Jeremy Kyle Show, which is basically Britain's answer to Jerry Springer. They get people on and they solve their problems, but this isn't what the video's about. Now, first of all, is the basic style carb. I'll just turn the TV off. There you go. There's the throttle plate and everything, the idle screw, the low speed and high speed screw. What I would do is I turn each screw in all the way until you can't turn it anymore. Turn the low speed screw out by about 1.5 turns, and the high speed screw out by about 2 turns. So then start up your machine, get it warmed up for about 15 seconds. Then I adjust the low speed screw until it idles the fastest, and then open it up like about another 1/4 of a turn so it's a little bit richer. And I turn the idle speed screw to the speed that I want it to idle at, whether it's really fast, really slow, or somewhere in the middle. And I adjust the high speed screw until it runs at the fastest RPM. Now I open that up a little bit more, so it's a little bit richer, so it doesn't do quite so many RPMs, but make sure it doesn't bog down. The other type of carburettor I've done is the type of carburettor that's on my Mitsubishi branded strimmer, or on a few Kawasaki ones, and even a few earlier of the older steel models from like the late 70s or early 80s. I've called it the Jap style carb because it's like a motorcycle style carburettor, and you normally only see it on the Japanese older ones. There's the throttle in the middle. It's like a motorcycle carb. You pull a cable and a little piston type thing lifts up with a needle type pointer on the end, which goes into the diaphragm, and then that sends more fuel into the engine. And the low speed and high speed screws are here. That's the low speed screw, that's the high speed screw. And what I do with that is I turn them both out. I turn the low speed screw out until it idles quite richly, like, I don't know, about 3 or 4 turns out. I do almost the same with the high speed screw. I turn it out by about 3 turns. Then it can rev up to a pretty high RPM, because these carburetors are different to this kind. They run at quite high RPMs at that point, but not so lean that it will overpower itself and destroy your engine. It was probably a bit vague, and some of you might disagree with the tuning process, but that's how I would tune the 2 types of carburettor. I'll see you next time, YouTube.